Hi everyone. It is I, Virginia, and he, John, from them, Merry Hell. A very warm welcome to you from our living room to yours. We're here tonight appearing as part of a Merry Hell Hour, where I think you're going to see performances from other band members, possibly some of the other band members talking as well, and all sorts of glorious things. And this is a quick 30-minute live set from us, exclusive this evening, exclusively for you and you alone. I'm trying to be really professional, and I keep spotting little bits of Christmas decorations that I've failed to take down.
It's bad luck. That's bad luck.
It's bad luck. Now I understand. I'll take those down later. We're going to kick off with a song of John's. It's very poignant at the moment. It says whatever our differences are, you know, we're one. We've got to be as one if we've got any hope of a future coming out of these crazy times. Here it is. It's called Different We Are One.
Sing one more time again, my friends, for where I start you do not end, and forgive me my naive heart if I wish for us a song to start. So bring it in and join your hands, for singing heals divided lands. I know we are all not the same, but I think we bear some common names. We are Wirewood, we are neighborhood, we are falling rain and rising sun. We are more, not less, we are NHS, we are different, we are one. So tell me, where did this all start? Who drew the blade to slash your heart? Under my nails I feel that good, and in my old bones I feel the hurt. We are Wirewood, we are neighborhood, we are falling rain and rising sun. We are more, not less, we are NHS, we are different, we are one.
When we sing with one voice, we tell ourselves we've no choice but to love and laugh and dance and cry and hold our heads up high.
So stand with me as darkness falls, and light your lamps and fill the halls, and sing into the face of hate. It's not over yet, it's not too late. We are Wirewood, we are neighborhood, we are falling rain and rising sun. We are more, not less, we are NHS, we are different, we are one. Different, we are one.
Different we are one.
Different, we are one.
Different
We are different, we are one. Different, we are one.
Very nice.
VK.
Very nice rendition, John.
Thank you very much, VK. Has to be said, there's normally 8 of us. Some people will know that. and we miss those other 6.
We do. Sometimes we do.
So,
Sometimes good riddance, I say, but
more share of the pizza in the dressing room.
toilet seat down more often.
Only 50. No, it would actually be 6 times.
Well, you're a bit more polite than they
I
are.
wouldn't say that, really.
Anyway, how are you all doing? Very well, I hope. We're so looking forward to being back in the old courts, because one thing that we just can't ever replicate from home is that electrifying feeling. I know you all have it when you go to a live gig, but from an artist's point of view, when you're just backstage and it's just time to go on, there's almost like a minute where it goes quiet just for a few seconds, and then you come on and it's like electricity. And I can't tell you how much I want that just flowing through my veins again. You're the same, John.
I am. It is literally plugging into mains. It's like I suppose it's the same that when you're actually at a gig yourself and you watch it. And that's what I feel like. There's nothing quite like that moment of just before the gig's going to start. I get excited when I'm watching. I was watching some Killers videos last night on behalf of my students, ladies and gentlemen, and just getting absolutely freaked out and energized by looking at the Killers audience, you know.
Oh yeah.
And then the band gets that as well, and from a slightly different perspective. It's different, but it's one. There we are.
It's very good, John.
Here we are.
It's made you ask yourself the question: are you human or are you dancer?
I thought it said, "Are we human or are we hamster?" I thought it was.
Shame. The other thing I've missed is really shouting. You know, when you're just playing from home, you tend to do everything in quite a nice little gentle way. So I'm going to banish that now by doing a rendition of my song Violet for anybody who hasn't got a particularly quiet voice. Here we go. There's a little woodland flower, a beautiful recluse. Her petals range in hue from navy blue to puce. So quiet and retiring, so delicate is she. She'll wince if you should glimpse her bilateral symmetry. There's a certain type of gentleman, I have met 1 or 3, who think women more vociferous than perhaps they ought to be. Keep your opinions to the minimum, it's charming to be shy. Well, for all us belles, blessed with decibels, here comes my reply. I think you're looking for a violet, a little sweet shrinking Violet. Just like Shakespeare reclaimed, some shrews cannot be tamed. They grow louder the older they get. If you're looking for a violet, a little sweet shrinking Violet, don't waste your time with me, I'm only gonna let you down. I went on a serious date once, a difficult affair. He was a history lecturer with academic hair. I tried to be coquettish, I tried to be demure. I listened most intently to his improvements in military engineering from Crimea to the Second World War. But when came my time to speak, enthusiasm made me shrill. I went in less than 10 seconds from naught to pneumatic drill. There were tears in his ears, I saw horror on his face, and I chuckled to myself as he fled swiftly from the place. I think you're looking for a violet, a little sweet shrinking Violet. I'm like bugles at dawn, I am fog, I am horn, totally lacking in vocal etiquette. If you're looking for a violet, a little sweet shrinking Violet, don't waste your time with me, I'm only gonna let you down. I do not mutter, I don't murmur, never been a verbal squirmer. I speak blunt, I speak plain, at the velocity of a passing train. Will I ever find a mate upon whose nerves I do not grate? The only chance I'll be endearing is if you are very, very hard of hearing. But if you're looking for a violet, a little sweet shrinking violet, don't waste your time with me. I'm only gonna let you down. Don't waste your time with me. I'm only gonna let you down.
Well done yourself, VK.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so song number 3 on our set list. It's called Handsome Sally. Okay, so made this song up about. I was inspired. We were doing a really kind of glamorous gig over in Portugal, Costa del Folk. Beautiful thing to be part of. I'm sure from an audience point of view as well as a musician, but for musicians it's amazing. And we were watching Gary Stewart's Graceland band, which was just a brilliant sort of party atmosphere. They just basically play the Graceland's album from beginning to end. It was amazing. I saw 2 senior citizens getting up to dance to Diamonds on the Sole of Her Shoes. I'll just say it was that. I think it was, and they just looked. They were probably. I'm going to say they were probably. They might have been in their 80s, certainly in the 70s, but they looked younger than that. They looked like they were in love. You know, you could just tell, and there was no reticence from the man to dance. He wasn't having to be dragged up. You know, well, I've got issues thus. I know many of us gentlemen, we're too repressed to dance. It's an ambition of mine, that, actually. I could let that go one day. Anyway, that's by the by. It's not a John Kettle confessional. We're going to talk about this song. And I just could imagine a scenario, maybe when they literally looked like they'd just met, but I dare say they'd been together for forever, and they managed to maintain that feeling of being in love, and it was sort of inspirational. And I wrote a song though, kind of in a way as though they'd just met. And here it is. It's called Handsome Sally. Don't know what the names were. If I ever see him again, I'm gonna ask him. It'd be great if the lady was called Sally. Okay, here it is. Princess Parkway, late December, in the fading embers of my years, I met Sally. Oh, she was handsome. No more crying, lonely tears. Come on, Sally, just walk beside me, and we shall witness all we see. Kiss me shimmering under streetlights, in the shelter of the trees. She says to me, should old fools fall in love? Come on, Sally, are you kidding? Are we not walking on the air? We are written up in the starlight. So far the doubters have no care. I says to her, for sure I thought I'd done She says to me, your best is yet to come. Whoa, whoa, so my brothers and my sisters, let me tell you what I learned. In the future, yes, there is darkness, but in the moment, light still burns. And some Sally, ladies and gentlemen.
Who the hell is Sally, really? You've made up that story. Who is she?
You actually don't want to know where the name came from, but it shouldn't be broadcast, really, but it's completely innocent.
Really?
Completely innocent, Virginia.
Princess Parkway, gentlemen. Street of brazen hussies. Clearly.
All completely innocent, Virginia.
We're going to do a song now called Three Little Lions. It's one of mine, and I wrote it in response to the before COVID, actually, but not long before. I suppose the whole Trump era in America, and this general feeling of division turning to fascism, where we divide so strongly that tolerance diminishes and diminishes, and the huge banner of fascism not being seen by people whose divisions are actually quite petty. And I didn't want to preach into anybody's face because, I'm not that clever to be preaching at anyone. But so I decided I wanted to write it in the form of almost like a cartoon or a nursery story about three lions who just can't get on. And they bloody well should, because boy, is there a storm coming.
Three Little Lions, take two, on a different camera. Phone just run out. What a very modern kind of gig-related problem. It's normally when your lead breaks, but here we go.
Three little lions from Albion went for a walk in the woods one day. Never before been far from home, they took a wrong turn and they lost their way. Said the first little lion, we must remain together as we face this new terrain. Second little lion said, let's divide, tired of you always hanging at my side. Third little lion said, petty fight, now won the battle between death and life. There's a storm coming across this land, better cool our courage while we can. Give a mighty roar where they slumber deep, wake this nation from its sleep. Shake the east where the wind is strong, three little lions from Albion. Shake the west where the sun sets long, three little lions from Albion. Shout to the south with the voices one, three little lions from Albion. Call to the north and the north will come. Three little lions from Albion. Oh yeah. Three little lions from Albion found a place for to take their rest. Cold and hungry, tired and alone, each one believing that they knew best. Said the first little lion, I'll stick with thee, safety comes from familiarity. Second little lion said, leave it be, you're holding me back, always clinging to me. Third little lion said, fools they will miss what's rising over that hill. There's a storm coming across this land, but to cool our courage while we can, give a mighty roar where they slumber deep. Wake this nation from its sleep. Shake the east where the wind is strong. Three little lions from Albion. Shake the west where the sun sets long. Three little lions from Albion. Shout to the south with a voice as one. Three little lions from Albion. Call to the north and the north will come. Three little lions from Albion. Shake the east where the wind is strong. Three little lions from Albion. Shake the west where the sun sets long. Three little lions from Albion. Shout to the south with a voice as one. Three little lions from Albion. Call to the north and the north will come.
VK.
Wow.
Trois lions. What is lion in French?
Lion, yeah.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
It is, yeah, I think so.
A little bit French for me.
I think so.
There we go. What have we got next? Oh, yeah. Sister Atlas. Marvellous.
Sister Atlas. You know, you have if you had an absolute favourite person from a decade, the decade being the twenteenies, as I call them, leading up to 2020, the teenage years of the 21st century, I would definitely, without a doubt, choose a young woman called Greta Thunberg, who, there's a fantastic documentary about her actually on BBC iPlayer at the moment, well worth a watch. I can't believe that a 16-year-old girl with a heart for the environment has managed to raise such awareness around the world and has given experienced, supposedly wise, mature members of the highest governments such a run for their money just with her honesty and her passion that I was compelled to write a song for our new album, Emergency Lullabies. I called it Sister Atlas. That's the way I picture her, the whole world on her shoulders as she's travelling by boat from Stockholm to New York. What a feat, hey? So this is my girl of the twenteenies, Greta Thunberg. We love you, Greta. And this song is Sister Atlas. Hey, hey, hey! Planet Earth, Monday morning, Sister Atlas, here's a call. In her hand there is a lifeline to break Mother Nature's fall. World leaders in denial cling to the tails of the money machine. Sister Atlas puts them on trial, blows fresh air into their smoke screens. She didn't fall from grace, she was pushed. When she came to state her case, she was shushed and told to run along home, little girl, little girl. Big world, young shoulders, big world, young shoulders, big world, young shoulders. Now she's in the mainstream. Now she's on the cover of Running Out of Time magazine. Ooh. Planet Earth, treading water, Sister Atlas breaks the fourth wall. In her hand there is a time bomb, one massive wake-up call. World leaders, crude oil, fossil fortune, profiteers. Sister Atlas, only a child, wisdom way beyond her years. We didn't close our eyes, we were blinded. Now's the time to heed the advice and get behind it. Behind it. Big world, young shoulders. Big world, young shoulders. Big world, young shoulders. Now she's in the mainstream. Now she's on the cover of Running Out of Time magazine. Young shoulders, big world, young shoulders, young shoulders, big world, young shoulders, young shoulders, big world, young shoulders, young shoulders, big world, big world, young shoulders, big world, big world, young shoulders, big world, big world, young shoulders. Now she's in the mainstream. Now she's on the cover of Running Out of Time magazine. To Greta Thunberg.
Absolutely.
And all who sail in her.
You raise my... we normally have a glass of wine, wouldn't we, Virginia, on an occasion such as this?
It's midweek, John.
It's midweek and the sun is not yet over the yard arm, but it clearly is because it's dark. But it's quite early. What time is it?
It's very snowy, isn't it, as well? Very snowy. Obviously, it probably won't be midweek when you're watching this because we're pre-recording it. So feel free to have a drink on us, or several if you want. And a massive pie! What's the next song, John?
Next song is called Go Down Fighting. A little bit of a sing-along.
What do you mean by that, go down fighting? What do you mean?
Well...
You're one of those men who like fights in your sleep, you know. I'll have him! I'll have him!
I don't know, you could perhaps pass comment on that,
well,
Virginia, because you've observed it.
I've never noticed it.
I think I'm more of a lover, not a fighter, really. But one never knows in the wee small hours what occurs. Didn't your dad have a spare to that
he
as
did.
well?
He did. My dad fighting in his sleep. He went through a real phase of it and fell out of bed a few times, and I think hurt his head or his hand when we were camping one time in North Wales. Fighting, I love you, and then fell out of bed.
He's 80 odd as well.
Explain this song to us.
Go Down Fighting. Made it up night after the last general. Was it the last general election? So everything's gone weird now. Everything's time compressed. There's a rip in the space-time continuum. I don't know. Made it up. Was a bit crestfallen with the Labour defeat, to be honest, if the truth be known. But made a song of hopefully of resilience, sing-along type thing, where whatever's got you down, there's always a bit of light. There always genuinely is, though. Is there not always a little bit of sort of positivity to be got from most situations? And a political defeat like that, you can turn things around. You can make things better. You can reinvent. So Go Down Fighting. I shall rend it in the absence of our kid. Here we go. We've had better luck and better days. Now the clouds are back. Come what may, my friends, together shall we say, if we fall, we'll go down bring in all your doubts and all your fears, bring the consternations of your years as our isolation disappears. We might fall, but we'll go down fighting. One shot, one deal, no hope, it ain't real. And if it's the way you feel, my friends, we'll go down fighting. This is our time. It's up to us, not to devils down or gods above. We'll wage our war with peace and love, and if we fall, we'll go down fighting. One shot, one deal, no hope, it ain't real. And if it's the way you feel, my friends, we'll go down fighting. One shot, one deal. One shot, one deal. Now the war's not won, the day's not won, and unraveling has begun. We cannot bend, we cannot run, but if we fall, we'll go down fighting. If we fall, we'll go down fighting. If we fall, we'll go down fighting. One shot, one deal, no hope, it ain't real. And if it's the way you feel, my friends, we'll go down fighting. My friends, we'll go down fighting. My friends, we'll go down fighting. VK.
Woo.
I'm a little bit worked up now after that.
I'm going to render a song now about how uncool we are, John. That should flatten your mood a little.
Speak for yourself, Virginia.
Well, okay, I will speak for myself. You may be. I am very much not, and I'm realising it more and more and more during this lockdown. Not just, when you get some time on your hands and you could be so adventurous, and we've just not been at all. In fact, the other night, a lorry with a skip on the back stopped us in our village and said, "Can you tell me where such a house is, please, the name of a house?" And we didn't know. We said, "We think it might be up there somewhere." And then we actually went to have a look for this house just for something to do. So that if somebody else in our lives, which will never happen, asked us where that house was, we could say yes. We know exactly where it is because we've done a recce before on this particular property and we know where it is.
We turned it into a competition or that as well, didn't
Yeah,
we?
we
That
did
was
a
exciting
little bit,
bit.
yeah.
Really?
But it wasn't exciting, John.
No,
Don't try
right,
and
okay,
sell
fair
it.
enough, fair enough.
It was absolutely rubbish. But cool we are not, and these are not times to be cool. They're really not. I think warm is a good alternative. Nice and warm. Warm in our dress, warm in our homes, and warm to each other as well. Friendly smiles all the way. So I've written this song, if you agree with me. Girls, put on your larger briefs. Relax. And in your vest and your larger briefs. Hopefully some other clothes over the top as well. Boys, get out your Tractor Monthly magazine. And just don't be ashamed anymore. Just, what does Andrew call it? Classic Massey. Get it out. Get it out, read it, relax, enjoy it. Because Many of us are just in a place in our lives, young or old, where we just don't want to be cool. We should all make lemonade. Let's face it, we've been sold such a great big lemon we could swim in it. And every time I walk uptown, the window shopping brings me down. The same glossy airbrush boys and girls half naked. They're planting crazy sherbet lemon dreams in my head. I don't want to shave my eyebrows off and draw a line instead. So I'm heading for the northern quarter, where the ice melts at the border. No one makes a fuss if you're a bit behind the times. I don't wanna be cool, don't wanna be cool, 'cause cool's too close to cold, and cold ain't got no soul. I don't wanna be cool, don't wanna be cool, 'cause cool's too close to cold, and cold ain't got no soul. We should all just make a run for it while we have the chance. Live in a full-time mud-filled festival, bring back dirty romance. Woo! I watch her staring down at me from a billboard throne. Mistress Frosty Knickers selling lonely hearts of stone. How I'd love to set her spirit free and introduce her to the widely ranging benefits of quality knitwear. I would take her to the northern quarter, where the ice melts at the border. Everybody's at liberty to be a bit last century. I don't wanna be cool, don't wanna be cool, 'cause cool's too close to cold, cold ain't got no soul. I don't wanna be cool, don't wanna be cool, cool's too close to cold, cold ain't got no soul. No soul, no rock and roll, don't wanna be la 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 la. Where the ice melts at the border. No one makes a fuss if you're a bit behind the times. Don't wanna be cool, don't wanna be cool, 'cause cool's too close to cold, cold ain't got no soul. I don't wanna be cool, don't wanna be cool, cool's too close to cold, cold ain't got no soul, no soul, no rock and roll. Don't wanna be la 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 la.
Ta-ra.
Bye everyone.
Ta-ra.
It's been lovely being here with you. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you in the flesh as soon as possible.
Just mind what you're all doing. Ta-ra.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Why are you trying to get the last bye?
I don't know.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye everyone. Bye. See you then. It's been great, really great. See you. Lots of love to you. Bye. Bye. Bye.